So I so once again, I already told City Council from Lancaster County the misconduct of the police department here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Literally, this is not the first. And let me tell you, when I first started getting gang stalked, guess who was doing the the fucking stalking? They would wait for me to get out of my house, and they were just you know just idle outside of my house. And then yeah, and then now like one time I was getting outside. I was getting I was getting home from my work, right? I was so tired, I was like, bro, uh I need to go home soon, so because I'm tired and I want to go to sleep, blah blah blah, right? And then there's cop. He cut me off. He tail lighted me, right? And then I said in Spanish, like, get the fuck out of my way, But normally my sound waves don't travel to his ear, right? Normally, right? So he wouldn't have known that I said that, right? This is why I say these people are corrupt. Not only they heard me say that, oh, and I said it in Spanish, so like, how did he even understand? This is my biggest evidence that they can hear me. And this fucking white ass person, I know that some of them speak Spanish, right? But I don't think fucking they don't teach them in college what "quítate la verga" means, which means get the fuck out of the way. But in like, it's like very slang, Mexican slang. And then he's like, and then ever since I said that, all of the fucking cops were like following me around. So I literally I have a fucking active stalking case with this police department. And then I told him, I even recorded my neighbor, which I uploaded, and I told him, leave me alone, right? And then he didn't. And then you call the cops. And then he's like, well, and then he like rolled his eyes at me. He's like, well, I don't think that is illegal to stalk someone at 12 p.m. while you're alone in your car cleaning your car. And then and I was just like, oh yeah, we should do that to you too, see if you like it, like somebody watching you, and after you told them to leave you alone at 12 p.m. while you're alone cleaning your car and you're a girl in the dark. I mean, why was I doing that? Because uh, uh it was on Saturday. I was on a Saturday, and I was just cleaning. I don't know. I just like to clean. I'm sorry, okay, but I wasn't making noises. Like my little vacuum doesn't make more noises than fucking my phone on the highest uh on the highest fucking volume shit. So I was like, I don't understand why he's so bothered by that, right? So they refused to investigate my stalking, but I was driving to my TMS clinic because I'm trying to get TMS, right? And then I just noticed that cop that was I was like I was gonna cross the street from the opposing, it was a two-way, and I was crossing the street to go uh through the other opposite way, right? I had to cross the other intersection, right, in a two-way lane, and one was going to the left, one was going to the right, and was going from the left and turning into the right, and I had to cut through them, right? And then and there was a cop that he passed right by me, and then I was thinking about the cop. I looked to my side, and I was just trying to see, like, who are these people? No, I'm trying to identify. Sometimes I try to identify because, like, if you're gonna fucking read my mind and then lie about it, I think you should go to jail, in my opinion. But especially you're fucking representing the USA, you fucking have a badge defending doing all these things. And anyways, but yeah, I was trying to like see like who it was, and then I looked a certain way, and I looked away, and then tell me why I looked when I looked at him, like directly at him. I looked at him through my car and into his car, and I looked at him directly, and then he looked at the same place, the same way I was looking at the uh You looked exact. He looked at the same thing I was looking at before he was looking at me. Why does this bother me? Why does this bother me? Well, because it proves that he was reading my mind. He knew I was thinking about him, and he looked over there. Often, when sometimes people are this is them. They have fucking schizophrenia. Okay. Sometimes sometimes I think about somebody in my head, right? And I'm like, oh, I think about, oh yeah, like I have imaginary conversations with these people. Or when I'm talking to someone and I'm thinking about someone. So, for example, I'm talking to my friend, right? And then I'm thinking about my cousin, and I sometimes in my head I pretend I'm talking to my cousin, and then my fucking cousin would be like, oh, he would answer, he'd be like, oh, are you talking to me? It's all in my head. This is so disrespectful, honestly, but yeah, these people, they know what's going on. Like, it's not the first time they fucking started my gang stalking. This is why they had me convinced I was a felon, because I was like, why else would a police officer be stalking me? I didn't know what a targeted individual was. But yeah, these people are corrupt as fuck. And I do know a few cops, and I'm gonna say that they're good people. They're good people. Um, but I don't know about the others, because I've never had a good interaction with, more than, I'm fucking telling you, I'm telling a cop somebody's stalking me. He's just like rolls their eyes at me and be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, but the cops I do know, they're good people for sure, for sure. But I don't know about the others.